Welcome back. 11:25 right now. She's been an entrepreneur for 34 years now, as well as an investor, author, and philanthropist. Her success comes from having the right mindset. Boy, and isn't that the truth? Mae McCarthy is joining us now. She's in Palm Beach to share how she made it to the top. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Positive attitude. You hear that all the time, you know? So what is it that keeps some people stuck in the mentality of I can't, and how can they or should they change it?
Well, you know, we've gotten into a habit of talking about limitations, things that we can't do. And as Henry Ford said, if you say I can't or I can, either way, you're right. We convince ourselves that we can achieve something or that we can't. And when we're stuck in that attitude, science has actually shown that we have a neural pathway that's associated with that belief of I can't.
Wow.
And when it's very strong, maybe you know, you've grown up with it in your family.
You get
when
stuck there.
You do, and it's kind of like a mind groove, so it really is like being stuck in a rut.
All right, so speaking of being stuck, many people are stuck in a job that they're simply not happy with. So what's the key behind maybe successfully changing your career? Well,
you start with your words. And you use something that very famous people and athletes have used for years and years, which is to use your words to describe what you are going to do. And you do that on a repetitive basis. Repetition reaps rewards.
Well, yes, it's kind of like football practice, right? You know, basketball. You do it, you do it, you do it, and you get real good at it.
Yeah, and then it becomes sort of like autopilot. I mean, think about the times you drive home from work and you can't remember large parts of your drive home because it's become a habit.
Exactly.
And that's what we want to do with our words. We want to use those to say we can and that we are successful and describe what it is that you want to achieve as though it's already completed. Then something that very famous people use, called intuition, and your subconscious will show up to point you in the right direction.
All right. Well, you talked a moment ago about building those neural pathways in order to attract success. What exactly is it? How does that work?
Well, it's through repetition. So we arrive at this state in our life with lots of beliefs and behaviors, and science has shown that those very strong beliefs and behaviors are tied to these mental neural pathways. And so what we need to do is strengthen a new neural pathway that is more in line with the new beliefs that we want to have, which is which I can accomplish all that I desire.
Show us that book that you have there. You can get everything that you need to know right there in that small book?
Right. Well, Inc. magazine actually said that this morning routine that I describe in the book, which only takes 25-30 minutes every morning, is actually a morning routine that will successfully prime your brain for success. So most people that are successful in business, and that's my background, I've grown 7 different companies.
Oh, wow.
And what we do is we revisit our goals on a regular basis. So I've applied those same successful goal attainment strategies to help us build these new beliefs and behaviors, but also to help people achieve their goals in a very simple and easy to do manner.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us and telling us about it.
Thank you.
Stay positive out there.